though he came out victorious.
I was saying to Jeff right before then, I love it when the guys say, now we're not touching hands. Okay.
Straight to it.
Okay. The intensity that's there.
Vickers feeling confident in there with the mullet flowing. A mullet that'll make Joe Dirt proud.
That's right. The mullet's making a comeback.
It is. Mississippi mud flap. Nice head kick from Vickers. Rosen blocks it.
Nice two there from Vickers.
Look for Rosen to shoot, though. I mean, that I think is the strongest part of his game. His wrestling is really great.
Therein lies a problem. Taking down a brown belt can sometimes not be the best idea.
Yeah. Vickers hands down. Nice front kick, overhand by Rosen.
Both fighters looking real good right now.
You know, when Vickers dropping his hands, it's definitely a calculated risk for the strikes coming at him, but it will help him get that underhook and help him stuff takedowns.
He's trying to draw him in, I think, but again, that overhand right.
Yeah.
Found a home again.
So it's pretty back and forth at this point.
Yeah, both these guys seem real comfortable in there.
Another overhand lands.
He smiles at him.
So we all know what that means.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Those shin bones are sharp.
Ooh, right to the face.
That right again.
Oh, a little bit of a slip there, maybe.
Yeah, coming in on a big body shot kick, just lost his footing there. Back up pretty quickly.
Still at this point, he may want to look to shoot in.
Still just right for the taking.
Nice.
Real back and forth here.
Take him down, Aaron! Take him down! Take him down!
just about everybody in the 903 area code's asking for Aaron to take him down.
Yeah. That's a tall order against Josh Rosen, though. His wrestling is really great.
That does not look like the game plan for Vickers
No.
at all.
Nice left hand.
That was a nice switch, for sure.
A crispy left hand is what Vickers is looking for.
He's staying at range great, too. I mean, Vickers is really staying at range. I mean, yeah, his hands are down, but he's not really been in a lot of trouble. He's moving out in and out very well. Those overhands are landing when he gets crashed on, so that's a concern, but if he can keep the volume up, he might be able to steal the round.
I would like to see Vickers maybe throw some knees up the middle.
Yeah, I was thinking low kicks, maybe some body shots to set up these head strikes that they're both going for.
Yeah.
That's right. Our pros don't need to forget about these elbows now.
Nope. Elbows on the table.
Reinforced knees.
A real strategic match here. These guys are really kind of throwing out combinations, seeing what each other can do or landing, going to a new combination. A lot of exchanges here where they're trying to figure out what the opening is going to be.
I'm really liking the straight left of Vickers. He's just looking to throw it straight down the pipe, touch the chin. He's not over-committing on it. He's not winding up on it.
But making contact.
And it's finding its own.
And Rosen's just sticking to his game, hands up, looking for those overhands. I do think he might have landed a little more.
I love the pressure of Vickers, too. He's making Josh move backwards and backwards and backwards.
A little more power, but Vickers' volume and there's the takedown.
Nice takedown from Rosen.
heard that clap to take that round.
That's a good way to finish the first round.
It definitely looks good in the judge's eyes.
I mean,
regardless of what you do with it, you know what I mean?
In a 50-50 round like that, that could very well be.
Yeah, absolutely. I, for one, think it's all about damage. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fist fight. And me and Jeff talked to the judges yesterday, and that was pretty much unanimously what they said. You know.
Yeah, it's who's controlling the fight, who's causing, in the end, the damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, a takedown does more damage than, say, a jab.
Yeah.
But those jabs can. Well, we saw earlier Kobe. I mean, he was really rocked.
He was rocked by a jab.
I mean, I think all joking
I thought he was playing possum and faking it.
I think he played possum a little bit.
Yeah.
He played it up a little bit, but he even said, "Yeah, I mean, he got me. He grabbed me."
Yeah, I mean, Gabriel Nixon, that's a powerful man. I mean, he's powerful.
I think it was a mix of both.
Yes.
All right, I think we're going to see a little bit of a different fight in round 2 between Josh Rosen in the blue corner.
Yeah, I look to see Rosen implement the grappling a little bit.
I mean, he saw he got the takedown. It didn't look like it was too much effort.
So I'm looking to see if he'll continue down that game plan.
Ooh, nice level change.
Yes. And getting Vickers to bite on those level change. Ooh, nice left
Vickers
hand.
with a very big left.
Like you said, Vickers in his left. He's
double unders.
And that's where
Vickers does a good job getting an underhook.
And that's where you see that wrestling pedigree come in. He took a shot he didn't like, and he said no.
And we saw that in Vickers' last fight, too. Really great wrestling.
You do want to try to get a
Nice job from Vickers getting that separation.
The problem with these wrestling exchanges, they really take a lot out of your cardio, and the transition back can be trouble. So if Vickers really wants to take advantage, you know, when he comes off these breaks, he really wants to try to put some volume in those strikes so that Rosen can't relax, get back into another shot. He seems to be doing that.
Again, that left lands. Vickers, you know, it's just seems so unorthodox to keep your hands down like that.
Great inside trip. Vickers working hard off his back in the cage to get back up, looking. Rosen just riding to that back. Pressured in. Vickers doing a great job getting his back to the cage, using that forearm into the face.
Straight at him with strikes. I love that.
And every time Rosen goes for a shot, he fails. His strikes are
and Vickers
slower.
makes him pay every time.
His strikes are slower.
That left.
The hands down.
Yeah, that's it's dangerous, but I think that might be part of his mental fight.
As to say to his opponent, I'm not worried about your hands.
And now Vickers is really just showing his conditioning and his
and we're only halfway through this fight.
Came across with
nice elbow.
Big elbow there. Really starting to pile it on here. The pressure is just getting to be a little bit much. Rosen really needs to get out of this corner. He's got to get out.
Vickers is coming onto him like an avalanche. Just pressure.
Rosen's, I think he's in wrestler mode. He might be caught in this clinch. He needs to separate or go for a shot.
Yes.
This is not where he wants to be.
And Vickers is giving him zero time to breathe. In his face, making it ugly, putting his hands on him.
I mean, this is a conditioning session. He has not stopped for dang near a minute. Great pressure. He's continuing. And Rosen's taking it. But he's got to get off this cage. circle out to that underhook.
Get back to the center of the cage.
Love the body work. Shades of Nick Diaz right there.
I say a little shoe shine there. He's going deep. Oh, that one hurt.
Wow.
Snaps him with a big snap down. No, back up.
And he says, okay.
Love the composure to say, no, I didn't have it. I'm going back up. Lean back on you, start beating on you again. Rosen has got to get off this cage.
This pace that Vickers is setting is brutal. It's like a swim, and he's swimming him out and saying that Josh is going to have enough for the swim back.
Josh has not thrown a strike in 2 minutes, guys. He has been grappling and trying to get off this. This is exhausting. And Vickers needs to just keep the pace up.
Yeah.
Keep the pressure.
If he just keeps working and controlling the fight like he is right now.
I would almost say it'd be worth separating and striking at this point. It seems his hands are superior, and at this speed, he'll be able to catch him. But, I mean, it's working. And his game plan is volume and pressure.
And who he's doing this to, too. Josh Rosen is an amazing athlete, a well-conditioned athlete.
A personal trainer by profession.
Yeah. I mean, he's a guy that stays in shape year-round. And for Aaron Vickers to be outpacing him like this, it's really impressive.
Yeah, I always tell my guys, there's a lot of sports, there's a lot of cardio, but there's no cardio like fighting a man who's trained.
Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
It's like the water in the ocean fight.
Yeah.
It's so hard to explain.
That's how I've always figured it. You're swimming out, and if guys don't have enough for the swim back, they drown. Yeah. And that's what it feels like.
Now, it would be interesting to see, because when you do have somebody as athletic as Rosen, he can recover, and come back out. A big takedown or a big shot can change the momentum. That said,
as far as what's written here, though, I would expect more grappling out of Vickers, with Rosen being in the blue belt gang and then
blue belt gang,
brown belt.
Oftentimes, though, in the cage that becomes a lot closer.
Yes.
And so, having a little bit more experience, or saying, you know what, I know you're a good grappler. Let's see where your hands are at.
Nice high kick, first out.
Absolutely.
That seems to be Vickers' plan in
the final round. Our final 5 minutes here between Josh Rosen and Aaron Vickers. Right now, I've got them pretty even. I'm going to give the first round to Rosen, second to Vickers. And
as I said, Rosen looks like he's recovered pretty well.
Yeah.
He got one good shot in. Vickers is a little tired. He put a lot of volume in, but still landing his blows. Looks to be a tad slower this round.
Vickers switching stances.
To be expected after the onslaught. Big overhand one there from Rosen. Very nice. Starting to land here in this last round. Another big two. Jabs are landing. It looks like Rosen's found his range finally late here in the fight. Vickers needs...
Vickers looks like he's taking a little bit of a breather.
Yep.
Took his foot off the gas. But what a brutal pace he put on that second round.
And sometimes that can be to your detriment. You come into that next round, you didn't finish the guy, and now you're exhausted. Might be seeing a little bit of that here, but Rosen is definitely landing more in this round.
Yeah. And Aaron just looks like he's coming up a little short on his strikes.
Oh, another big overhand one.
Very good.
Vickers has got to be careful now. He's now just walking straight forward into punches. He's got to be careful. He's got to throw moving forward or angle out, because...
Oh, nice left hand. That looks like it stung Rosen a little bit. He's getting on his horse. I would love to see Aaron follow up after that straight left. The straight left is so good.
Two and a half minutes left in the final round.
he looks for a little outside trip.
I know Aaron wants to hit him hard. I know he wants to put him in a corner, but he's walking into shots. He needs to reset, look for his shots, come in like this. Reset, look another one.
And he's doing a good job of slipping the jab of Rosen and landing that left hand.
Looking for that big takedown. Nice ball from him.
Great defense by Rosen.
Vickers looking to close this one out. This would be a big takedown in the third round.
A little more than 1 minute left in this final round.
Yeah, it could certainly be 1-1 going into this last minute.
At this point, I feel like the round's pretty 50-50.
Very close.
Rosen might have a little bit more volume in his landing this round, possibly.
Vickers with the forward pressure, but a razor close
Rosen
round.
with a little taunt, turning his palms up, like, what's up?
Rosen tries,
Yeah.
gets stuffed.
End of the final round here. We got 20 seconds left. Got to make something happen. Rosen defends again.
Hands up for a single leg.
Finish on the bell. Big
Absolute
finish on the
dogfight.
bell.
Right there at the end of the clock, and that's huge.
I mean, that is a close fight.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a judge.
No, I don't know. I would give it a split to Rosen, in my opinion. Very close, though. It could go either way.
Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if either guy gets their hand raised.
I mean, for the longest time, we had Vickers. He seemed to be setting the pace and controlling the cage.
Yeah.
But again, it was Rosen that did more damage. 2 big takedowns.
That second round was brutal, but it was brutal in 2 different ways. It really put a hurting on his opponent, but Vickers really wasn't quite able to recover in that rest period. He came out and it looked like he was
a little bit winded.
Really took no fault. He did what he needed to do in that round. Just a tough fight, man. 2 tough kids.
Yeah, when you take these guys with these abilities, though, and there's both standing at the end.
Well, and it's funny. 2 grapplers, and what do you see? A stand-up battle.
They
nullify
just stand
the
and bring-
grappling. Yeah. Great fight, though. Just mutual respect between warriors. Always awesome to see.
I really expected it to be a lot different, though. I thought coming out in the second round that it would be. That it would be a.
Going to the judges, this is a split decision. Winner out of the blue corner, Josh Rosen.
Very great. That was an awesome fight all around. I mean, you got a winner and a loser, and it sucks to have an L on your pro
That
record,
takedown at the end of the clock, though, that was huge for
that
Rosen.
might have sealed the deal. It really might have.
I think it did.
Great fight.
Josh Rosen, that was an absolute dogfight. Talk me through the fight.
Everything was going well in the first, and the second he gassed me. I was feeling it. I knew it in the third. He was tired in my corner. Just gave me great instruction to remind me in that third round. It was a fight, it's not a competition, it's not a contest. You gotta go fight. And I grace of God, that's what I did.
And it was a badass fight. Both of you guys have great wrestling. Was wrestling something you wanted to implement more in this fight, or were you content to stand and train with Aaron?
I wanted to test my hands because normally I go straight to wrestling, and he was a lot bigger than I thought, a lot harder to move around than I was expecting. Came up from 35, I thought I'd use your time just kind of imposing on it, but props to him, he's as strong as it gets.
What do you think's next for you, Josh?
Everything checks out, those suspensions, June 20th in H-Town, check me out there, and Hopefully if I compete again in the future, we're on our way up.
Josh Rosen, ladies and gentlemen.
Very nice.